Well, I'll make this point, and look, run the ball. Hey, Aaron Donald, in my opinion, I think he's a finesse player. Why would you play to his strength by throwing the ball 38 times and getting that? I don't want to get this is going to, hey, I don't want to get Dallas Goedert going in this game. I don't want to get Dallas Goedert going in this game. I want Dallas Goedert blocking in this game. His impact will be felt blocking. Okay? His impact will be felt blocking. I want him, in my opinion, I want him blocking. Run the ball 38 I would say run the ball 38 times. Pass the ball 25. Jalen 275, 75, 65, somewhere in there. You win the game easily. You win the game easily. All right. I want to do this now. Let's move on to the next topic here. I haven't even gotten to the second topic. Who has to have in this game on Sunday a huge game for the Eagles to win, not named Jalen Hurts? Randy Gregory traded to the 49ers for 6th round and Broncos give them a 7th rounder in 2024. What did I tell you? Eagles, Cowboys, Niners. One of those three teams, we're going to get them. And now the Niners just got stronger. The Niners just got stronger. Tone, can you confirm that, please? If we can confirm that Randy Gregory, Niners got stronger. If that deal has come through here. Wow. What a significant move. It's confirmed. The San Francisco 49ers have acquired Randy Gregory. 3-team race. Matt says, of course he does, that Randy Gregory was hot garbage. And why was Howie making a call? The Eagles, Cowboys, and Niners were all in the conversation for Randy Gregory. Significant because why would that move be? See, Mr. What's-his-name, Rudy, significant with smiley faces. Why is that significant? And why doesn't he know it's significant? Tell him. Does anyone know why it's significant? Why is that move significant? Because he doesn't understand. Will someone tell him? Why is that significant? Dirty and depth or dose? Correct. You become stronger because there's more of you. You're stronger because, so let me get this right. If Josh Sweat goes down for you, who do you slug in there? Derek Barnett? They get to slug Randy Gregory in. Who has the upper hand then? And the replacement in the war of attrition. See, he doesn't understand that. You're protecting yourself from injuries and you're making sure you're strong everywhere. Nolan Smith, that's a crime too. So you think Nolan Smith is more of an upgrade than Randy Gregory? That's not true. Okay? That's not true. You don't have a player on your second team better than that guy, Randy Gregory. You do not. He's 30 years old. I see. So you guys now believe in Zach Cunningham and Nicholas Morrow, but you don't think a guy like Randy Gregory could go into San Francisco and help him. Again, stay in that river called the Nile. It's all good. Most of you in here don't understand football. Look, the NFL, as usual, is a different thing. It's money and depth that win Super Bowls too, along with talent. It's money, depth, coaching, all of that has to play completely. Best of luck to Randy. Best of luck. You better hope Sweat don't get hurt. Brandon Graham's kind of playing okay. You don't think he would have helped your edge rushers in Philly? Let me ask this one. Would Randy Gregory have helped Philly? Yes or no? Would Randy Gregory have helped Philly? Would he have helped? Watch this. No. 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 No, but Derek Barnett does. Yeah, man. Derek Barnett. Holy cow. Derek Barnett is no Randy Gregory, man. Randy Gregory's had 7 times the career he's had. This guy had to take a pay cut to stay on your team. Do you understand that? They went to him and said, hey, do you want to stay on the Eagles? You got to take a pay cut. Okay. And get this, Randy Gregory gets to keep his money. How about that? How about that, Tone? The 49ers wanted him so bad, they pick up that contract now in the trade. That's $70 million contract. But they don't think he's good. Okay. Interesting. Randy Gregory's hot trash. We don't need him. We got Derek Barnett. All right, let me get back to my question here. That's a good one. I like that question, Maniac. Yeah, let's see Eagles here. Derek Barnett stats. No, excuse me. Randy Gregory stats. I would never want to look up Derek Barnett stats. Let's see. Okay. 6 sacks, 4.5, 6. In 2022, he played in 9 games, had 2 sacks. This year in 4 games, he's got 1 sack. In Dallas, wow, 60 games he's played. He's only started 18. So he's more of a depth guy. Dude, that's right. That's right. Brock Purdy, man, would I like to have him as my starting quarterback on my football team? Holy cow. I would rather have Brock Purdy than almost every quarterback in the NFL right now. Good night. What an absolute gold mine. It's Brady-ish. Holy cow. I would rather have, of all the quarterbacks in the league, I would rather have Brock Purdy than almost every quarterback in the NFL. Give you Hurts? Okay. Why would I rather have, you notice I didn't name Hurts. All I said was, I'd rather have Brock Purdy than 95% of the quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Why would I say that? Lay off the weed? Small ass contract. There you go, senor. Dude, get this. The wide receiver that you got from Atlanta makes more than Brock Purdy. Derek Barnett makes more than Brock Purdy. Sidney Brown makes more than Brock Purdy. And he wins. I could go make a trade for anyone I want. Hey, and by the way, that Chase Claypool deal to the Dolphins, what a fabulous trade. You want to know why? Is there a better third wide receiver on the team than him right now? He'd be the 3 guy behind Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Who gives a shit if he doesn't get 60 footballs? He doesn't. He just wants to go to the Super Bowl and get paid next year. Is there a better number 3 wide receiver on an NFL football team than Chase Claypool? No. You're going to put a 1 or 1, 2, whatever, how you look at it, in the 3 hole. That's value for the Dolphins. Third wide, and of course, you've got the crazy-ass coach down there with the Hello Kitty backpack and all that shit down there that he does. Okay? Chase Claypool sitting in the 3 hole with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. That's the best wide receiving core in the National Football League. You know you got the kid motivated. Chicago told him to go home because he's a bitch. Well, he's got to change that dynamic. And the only way you do that is shut your pie hole, go do your job, and then get out of there with a paycheck. If there's one position in the NFL we know that pays, it's wide receiver. The number 3 wide receiver on the team will most likely make more money than Saquon Barkley will this coming offseason. You want to make a bet that Chase Claypool will have a bigger contract in the offseason than Saquon Barkley. You're going to pay that guy more than you're going to pay Barkley. So who'd you guys come up with? Still, start lying to us, Philly fans. You make them happy, or you're going to lose some of us. Did I just get a backhanded slap? I bet you he doesn't. Okay. Yeah, because they're paying running backs now. Sure. So hey, Tone, everyone. I told you he's sandbagging. Saquon Barkley sandbagging the Giants right now. He's pissed off this offseason, and he's taking it out. Oh, I'm hurt. Yeah, man. I got this crick in my wrist. It doesn't seem to go away. Yeah, I know you're healthy. No, I'm not feeling healthy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't blame him either. Oh, no, I don't blame him. I'm not going to work for a team like that right now. When you're Hey, do you guys remember when you guys say that I'm wrong on everything, right? Do you remember one of my bold predictions, Tone, that I said the New York Giants will bench Daniel Jones and go with, what they got up there, Tyrod Taylor? How's that looking now? How's that looking now? Do some of you remember, or you got selective memory? Do some of you remember me going, bold prediction? Daniel Jones will be replaced by Tyrod Taylor. How you thinking? How's that looking right now, that prediction? Okay. I never said they're going to bench Purdy. I may have. That's why they're called bold predictions, Chris. You got to kind of go out on a branch, not a limb like you. Danny Pennies. All right. I asked you guys a question. Nobody answered it. What player has to play exceptionally well this Sunday for the Eagles to win this ball game? Who has to play? Hassan Reddick? Boy, I'll tell you, man. Hey, Dirty D, I think it's Reddick. I think it's Hassan Reddick time. You're going to need him to get home. Yeah, Wheel, I should have prefaced it again. Not named Jalen Hurts. Hassan Reddick has got to get home, man. They got to get that quarterback. Oh, Suopeta. Man, he does too. The corners. You know what, though, Devin? You know why it's tough for the corners to play well in a game like this? Because they play center field. I don't think Swift has to play great. He's been playing great, and every game's been close. I want a game-changing football player. I want a guy that can change the game. Hassan Reddick can change the game. Ask the 49ers. Could change the game. Terrell Edmonds, he stinks. Hey, Turner must have played football. That is a really great observation. Turner, you must be watching their games a little bit. If you watch what the Rams wideouts do, they do the same shit that Andy Reid does in Kansas City. There is going to be a lot of homework, and I hope the Eagles secondary has had a lot of homework. Now, you got to remember this. Devontae will go off, okay? You got to remember this, though, Turner. Just one thing on those crossing routes. When you run crossing routes, you have to take a 7-step on them. You can't take 3-step and get out because you don't have time to engage when you're talking about crossing safeties and corners up and linebackers up. So that takes time. And if you're going to start crossing wideouts back in the secondary, that's going to give the front seven of the Eagles an opportunity to get home. And they will get home. You know, they're not doing it at the same rate that they did last year. Okay? They're not. They're not doing it at the same rate. But you know what they are doing? They are pressuring. Nobody can convince me that Vic Fangio's style of defense is good. Any quarterback that can get rid of the ball quick will look like a superstar. Dirty. Correct. This is why the Eagles, when you look at them against top-flight quarterbacks, have big days. But do you know what? Look at the schedule of the Eagles. Look at the first 4 games. Vic Fangio's defense is perfect for the first 4 games. Why? Because you know somewhere in there, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Mac Jones, and Sam Howell are going to make mistakes. You know that. Vic Fangio wants to keep you everything underneath, and he wants to make you drive the field. He wants to play you between the 20s, 20 to 20. He don't give a shit about anything 20 to 20. What he cares about is red zone, big plays. He doesn't want you to be effective in the red zone, and he doesn't want the plus 25 plays. That's Vic Fangio's style. Very little pressure. Hope you have a really good front four, and if you have a really good front four, then you can really implement it more. That's what he's doing in Miami. They're keeping – when they get Jalen Ramsey back, they're going to be better because it's the style of play. Jalen Ramsey's going to – when Jalen Ramsey gets a chance to play in that style, like Darius Slay, you're going to think he's the best cover corner in the league, when quite frankly, he's not. He'll be playing center field like Slay. There's no doubt the style of defense in Philadelphia saved Darius Slay's career. Because as a press corner, That's the reason he got dealt in Detroit. He can't press. He gets beat off the line of scrimmage. Physical wide, he can't stop Debo. He's a center fielder. Okay? But he turned that style of play into an all-pro. You asked me to do this. And he perfected it. There's no shame in that. I'm not, and he got paid doing it. He got paid. It's not on him. It's actually pretty good coaching and actually pretty good evaluating. Hey, it's not really great coaching because you know why? Whether it's Jonathan Gannon or Sean Desai, they're playing the same style. Most D coordinators that come in change the D. Like when Dan Quinn came into the Dallas Cowboys and they had Mike Nolan prior to him, he completely changed the defense. Dan Quinn completely flipped the defense around, and they started doing different things immediately there. And that's why the defense for the Cowboys completely turned around, is because Quinn implemented his own style of play, his own style of aggressive play. And Philadelphia, because Howie makes a decision on what type of defense, because why do you think Howie wants to have the same style of defense? You know, I never thought about this, Tone. Before I say this, why run the same defense every year in the same style? Why run it? I don't care what you think, Chris. He sucks as a press cover. Nick is from the fan. How about this? Nick is from the Nick who? Nick Sirianni's an offensive coach. He's more in line with Frank Reich and Mike McCoy and them dudes. Vic Fangio? What's Nick Sirianni have to do with Vic Fangio? Jonathan Gannon is the head coach for Arizona, turning the day and defensive coordinator for the Eagles at night, double duty. How about this? I think one of the reasons why they run the same style of defense, no matter who the coordinator is, I think it's easier to evaluate talent for Howie on what type of player to put back there and what they're looking for. If you're constantly changing out styles of defense, it makes your personnel department a lot tougher of a room to try to find a guy that has a different style, whether it's 43, 34, press cover corners, safety corners, playing zone corners. I think it's probably, it helps have fewer misses in free agency and in the draft. It's to their advantage. It's pretty smart. It actually is. That the front office would want the same style of defense because after a while, you're looking for the type of player that fits that deal. And if you're here, get this. If they would have changed the defense, let's just go like this. Say they go Mike McCoy and they would have brought Mike McCoy in, okay? They don't have the personnel to play Mike McCoy's style of defense. You'd have to reinvent that whole thing. And Howie doesn't want to give control to his position coaches. He never will, ever again. So, or his head coach. So that's why that dynamic would never work. You're never going to hire an experienced head coach ever again in Philadelphia. Or excuse me, an assistant coach. That'll never happen. Because they lose control. That's why they're going to hire younger guys, in-house guys. And that's why they do that. Because the established coaches want to run their own style. And that doesn't necessarily fit the personnel department. It's a philosophy, like I told you when we started the show, between Los Angeles Rams and the Eagles. Okay, Sills, you go into 4 hours, gave me another hour of you torturing the delusional fans. I laugh more. Yeah. Delusional is okay. Delusional is okay. We're going to look at that Cowboy 49er game. How many people, before we take the timeout, how many people believe that Dallas has a shot? Hey, how many people believe Dallas has a shot in this game? By the way, Fletcher is out. Man. I think Dallas can win. All right. Hit the like button. Don't forget our good friends at Hooters, the official title sponsor of the National Football Show with Big Sills. Thank you guys so much. All the great football on Saturday, Sunday, Monday night. You just can't beat it when we're talking about Hooters' 40th anniversary. Look, if you don't want to go into any one of the 7 locations nearest you, all you have to do is go to HootersToGo.com, find that location nearest you for you to experience every single thing that I've been talking about for almost 40 years now. Make no mistake about it. The iconic Hooter girls will come out, give you the food. Then you get a chance, if you ever get an opportunity, to go back into any one of the locations. Try some of the 40-year traditions. You can buy 10 wings, get 10 boneless free. Wing Wednesdays, 1983. Simple as that. That's the year the place was founded. All you can eat. Kids eat for free on Saturdays. $6, 6 items. Simple as that, right? All the great happy hours. NortheastHooters.com. That's NortheastHooters.com. And when you go into any one of the Hooters, do me a favor. Tell them Big Sil sent you.
Whose house? I'm about to raise the roof in this